Hey guys, it's Little Gypsy Woman here again today, and this is going to be kind of a separate video from the How to Teach Your Horse to Lunge series. I don't have my Kent, as you can see in this video. I have Chica because Miss Chica can be a little spicy sometimes. Yeah, you can see that. But I wanted to kind of show you that you can teach any horse. Okay, it doesn't matter if you have a really compliant and easygoing horse, or if you have a super stubborn horse that it just takes a little longer to get things, okay? You can always get through to a horse, okay? Me and Kent have a really great relationship, and he responds very well to pressure. Miss Chica is not really quite the same. She does not enjoy pressure at all, and she doesn't respond very well to it. But it's really not her fault. It's mostly because she doesn't get worked with enough. She's one of those horses that you've just gotta put in the time with her, and she does well that way. She does well if she works every single day. You let her sit for a month and, well, you know, she'll behave like she's been sitting for a month. But anyway, back to training horses. Anytime you're teaching a horse something, okay, you're going to teach them in this order. This is how I always train horses, okay? I do it in an order, and it doesn't matter what horse I'm working with, I do it in the same order. The order is you ask, then tell, then make, and then there is a fourth part to the order, which is kind of rare if you got to use it, which is find a new way. Okay, but that's pretty rare if you got to do that. But, you know, if you do, there's always a way. There's always a way to get through to your horse, to any horse, okay? You just got to figure it out, and that's your job. That's not the horse's job. The horse isn't getting it, you got to change something, okay? But in this exercise, teaching her how to lunge, the order would be my ask would be me pointing, and then I tell her by clicking, okay, with my mouth, and then I make her with the rope, okay? And every horse, like I said, it's kind of rare if you got to find a new way, but always do it that way. And the goal is that the horse will kind of anticipate the make and the tell. The horse would rather be the one to make the choice of doing what you asked them to do, because you kind of gotta, horses really like it when they feel like they're the ones that made the decision. So if I point, the horse is gonna feel better if they think if they think that they made the decision to go in a circle ahead of time without me asking. Like without me making noise or without me swinging the rope. They kind of think that they outsmarted you in a way, which is fine. You know, that's how they learn really good that way. But Miss Chica, at first, she's actually doing really good in the beginning. I thought I wasn't going to be able to use this video because of how good she was doing, and I even thought that I perhaps maybe taught her how to lunge before. But it turns out that I didn't. She was just being on her best behavior in the first 4.5 minutes. But, right there, she just gave me attitude. Now let me, do that again. Okay, yes, I did whack her for that, okay, because right there, that was attitude. Okay, and then I whacked her for it. Definitely. But the thing is, when you correct a horse, okay, I can't stress this enough, okay? Horses don't learn off of correction as much as they do reward. Alright, so if you're going to correct a horse, you have to do it how they do it out in the wild, or how they do it with each other. When a mother horse is correcting her young, okay, what does she do? Well, she goes over and she bites his fur and probably takes off some of it, okay? I know that sounds harsh, okay, but you have to understand, you're dealing with a 1,000-pound animal, okay? A little tiny whack is not the same thing as it is to a dog or like a cat or even a person, okay? A little tiny whack is hardly anything. It's mostly that they think you can do more than that, all right? But you have to be consistent with your corrections. Alright, it's either, and they don't learn very well off of doing these big, long, lengthy corrections, okay? You should never yank on your horse repeatedly for a long time to correct them. You should never whack and whack and whack and whack and be beating on your horse for correction. You should never do that, okay? When you correct your horse, it should be a quick and sharp correction, and it's like done and over with in a blink of an eye. That's how your correction should be, right? You should even do it like you didn't even mean to. Like the horse does something rude and it's a quick whack and then it's done. That's what it should be like, all right? And not only that, but you never want to whack your horse in the face. Never whack your horse in the face, okay? That's not how they do it in the wild. Don't do that. All you'll get is a head shy, scared horse, and you don't want that, okay? To me, it's like I'm biting my horse, okay? My bite is the whack of the rope. And if I'm going to bite my horse, where am I going to bite him? If I was really a horse, where would I bite him? I'd probably bite him on his butt. Okay, that's the best part. That's the best place to bite your horse. Okay, now right here, she says no. Right there. She said no. I'm not going to do what you're asking. Okay, so now we make. And I know it seems harsh, but this is what you have to do. Okay, now right now she's we got to bring her back to the middle. Then we ask again. Okay, now she tries to say no again. If your horse does this, okay, you cannot look at their face. You have to go behind, push behind, push behind, push behind. Keep going. And then eventually the horse has to go forward. Okay, so I'll show you that again. Right there, she says no. I'm not going to do it. Okay, so we ask again. She says no, I'm not going to do it, okay? So now we got a bite. Actually, that's where we get to bite, okay? Because that was very disrespectful when she lifts her legs to me like that. That's very disrespectful. But right now, good. Now, when she's going in a circle like that, that's fine. You leave them alone, okay? You don't go after them when they do what you want. Right now, she's trying again, because this is Miss Chica, okay? Miss Chica tries until she decides that the better choice is to obey. Okay, but right here, a lot of times people want to look at the horse in the face all the time. No. Look at the horse's hind end, okay? Because that's where you're going to get the forward movement. You got to push from behind. I know you can't see my face up close, okay? But the whole time that I'm doing this, I'm always looking at my horse's hind end. I'm always going towards the hind end. Going towards the hind end. Going towards the hind end. Okay? And let the horse be able to move forward like that. Don't step in front of your horse. Don't look at your horse's face. Because if you do, your body will naturally go in front of your horse. And that's, what good is that? Then your horse has no way to get the right answer. Good girl. The best reward, I know how it sounds a little funny, but the best reward for your horse is actually to leave him alone. That's why I turn around and show my back to them, because that's what they do with each other. It's like kind of, oh, that was the right answer because she's leaving me alone. She's not bugging me anymore. Horses are very lazy, so you have to do it that way. Oh my gosh, she is fat. She's so cute though. I love this little mare. Yeah, see, I'm looking at her hind end the whole time. And there, right there, I step in front of her. The only time I look at her face is if I want her to stop. Now that was actually a really good stop. So, you know, like I said, your horse really learns the best when you give them encouragement and reward, okay? Oh, okay, now right there, I slapped her because she was actually, when I pet her, okay, let me see if I could stop and rewind that. So I went ahead and rewinded that. Alright, so I just got done petting her, and then right there, okay, that foot, now it's crossing over, okay, that foot, what happened right there was I told her good job, okay, and she took that opportunity to go ahead and basically, she wasn't being like malicious, okay, but what she did was she decided, oh, I'm doing a good job, I don't have to respect you anymore, I don't have to respect your space, okay? And I asked her to move off and she didn't. You have to stay consistent, okay? If you care about your horse, you have to stay consistent, okay? It is not fair to your horse if you're not consistent. It's not fair to any animal if you're not consistent. You know, how much do you hate it when somebody says, oh, you're not allowed to do this, okay? Don't do this. And then sometimes they let you do it and sometimes they don't. How frustrating is that? You know? Or like if I were to tell her like, oh, don't step in my space. Like I'm going to bite you or hiney every time you step in my space. But then sometimes I let her, like, that's not fair. She doesn't have any way to learn. She can't. She's like, oh, sometimes my owner is crazy and bites my hiney, and sometimes she's not. Like, no, that's not fair. You want her to definitely understand. My owner bites my hiney when I disrespect her space. So that's why, even though I told her she did a good job, I still corrected her. If you care about your horse, make sure you stay consistent. And again, I'm looking at her hind end. You see that? And then I only step in front of her when I'm asking her to stop. It's got to be something completely different. There you go, babe. Ooh. Oh, now that was a good stop. Okay, right there, I actually didn't pull her at all. She jerked into a stop all by herself. Her head went up because she stopped so hard. That is great, okay? That's why I'm petting her and letting her know that was really good. For me personally, I try to reward my horse and tell them that they're doing a good job when I feel like their head is in the right place. Not necessarily when they get the right answer. I mean, that's really cool when they get the right answer, but what's important to me is if they're trying. And if my horse is trying really hard, but they're not getting the right answer, but they're really trying, that's more valuable to me. Okay, right there. She tried me that was the last time that I think she tries me in this exercise. What I mean by try is that's the last time that she tries to say no or tries to do her own thing. Yeah, that little stomp, I remember that. It's like her last and final humph, you know. But yeah, she's done. She's done trying to do her own thing. She's ready to listen. There you go, babe. Okay, now she's really paying attention, and her hindquarters are really far away from me, which is great. That's what you want. Good, and she's stopping and looking all on her own. Good girl, good girl. Oh, that was a beautiful stop. Ooh, and that was a beautiful turn. That was soft and all on her own. I probably could have quit there, but I don't know. I like to, I guess I like to make sure that my horse is in like the perfect place when I quit. You know, I like to quit on a good mind. But that was pretty much almost perfect. But we don't work too much longer after this. We kind of just kind of go like a little tiny bit longer. Did the same thing, but she didn't do anything wrong, and she was really working hard and doing her best, you know, and she had a good mind. So we quit probably like after, I think we worked out for like probably another minute, but the camera cut out, unfortunately. But yeah, so I hope you liked this video, and I hope this helped some of you who have horses that are a little rough on the edges like Miss Chica. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so I can give you some more tips on horse training and makeup and all kinds of stuff. I'm always making weird videos. I don't really have a style.